opponents, the diggers, along with expert Tony Broad, are busy building a more conventional single-hulled airboat, but have struggled with their hull.
What was that?
A fragile fiberglass roof from an old white van. Now it's back in their build area, Captain Paul and Scavenger John are frantically fitting engine supports.
Come up in a triangle that way as well.
But eagle-eyed expert Tony spots a potential problem.
I'm going to say, guys, just had a thought.
Yeah.
I think these need to go a bit further forward because we want the fan slightly inside. If the fan's right at the back here, we're not going to get good balance. Everything's going to be right at the back.
Yeah.
So you want the fan inside the boat?
I want the fan inside.
The digger's captain has misunderstood expert Tony and put the supports for the engine too close to the back of the boat.
I thought you wanted it out the back.
No, we don't want the fan out here. Definitely not. Just all the way to be right at the back end.
Mark, I must admit I'm worried about the diggers. I mean, they do seem to be lagging way, way behind at the moment.
Definitely. They weren't fortunate enough to find an assembled drive unit, propeller, engine combination like the beach ones have. However, they do have a bigger engine. Once they get up and running, they'll have the power to really do well. So I think, although they had so many things going against them, they have other areas that's in their favor. On the beach bums, they're doing extremely well. Yeah. They had a lot of their work already done because of having the lucky find they had earlier today. However, I don't think the engine that they're using has been started. The diggers have.
We know their engine. We know their engine
works,
and runs well as well. It's good.
That's right.
Yeah. So, and have you changed your mind at all about who your money's with?
At this point, I'm still going to stay with the beach bums.
Right.
They're so far ahead, and I really think if they have enough buoyancy with those two surfboards, they really have a chance of really doing well with this.
Okay, fair enough.
Well, Joe here.
In the beach bums build area, spirits are high.
Boys, that's within about an eighth of an inch. Don't move it, just weld it.
As expert Jeremy steers the team toward the next crucial stage of their build.
You can weld up those two pieces for the rudder support. We then need to offer it up to the frame.
If I weld up that one solid,
yeah,
I'll tack that one, and then we can play with them, can't we?
Yeah, we're working well.
So
the beach bums are heading in the right direction. Over in the diggers build area, things aren't so jolly.
Have to remember that crack as well.
With just an old fragile van roof and a stripped-down motorbike engine, the diggers really need to dig deep if they have any hope of finishing on time.
Lift the front up, drop it.
Well, can we get some wheels or something on the engine, then we're not...
Let's get it tacked in place. Don't mind me.
Sure.
I'm happy with that engine position.
Yeah.
That's all. It's all looking. I mean, you're more or less done.
No.
It feels like you've had a bit of a struggle to get to this point.
Struggle to get that, to get the roof off. Really.
Yeah.
Not cracking it. We've got that.
Was there a bit of a? Yes. This is a fast engine. I mean, this is going to go at some speed, isn't it?
Yeah.
Should go all right.
This will be spinning about 3,000 revs, something like that.
Right. Whereabouts does that go?
The fan's going to go approximately there.
Right.
And there's going to be a big belt and pulley system down to the bottom of the engine. So that's going to run pretty much about that height.
The diggers want to attach a shaft with a small pulley on it and fix this to the 750cc motorbike engine. They'll wrap a tooth belt around the small pulley and up to a larger pulley, which is attached to an A-frame. Once the fan is fixed in position, the diggers could be blowing a lot of air. But if the pulleys are not aligned correctly, the belt won't last the race.
I look forward to seeing it.
All
right. Take care.
Cheers.
Yes.
So as the diggers embark on building their most crucial component, the drive mechanism, the beach bums seem to be sailing away with it. And with a fizz, whiz and a couple of pops, their catamaran airboat steering is complete.
What do you reckon, boys?
Brilliant.
First class.
Teams, the tide is turning. You have 3 hours remaining.
I know it's going on, but we've got a lot to do.
We're going to have to get a move on now. Get your finger out.
So with the build time rapidly receding, the diggers are deep into some precision engineering. And the pressure of such an intricate build begins to show, as John inspects his brother's finely crafted rudder mounts.
Not happy with that. Look at it.
Well, why don't you do it all then, John?
That's horrendous.
Yeah, well, you don't have to.
We need reliability, and that ain't reliable. What's next?
Unless you want to give your kid a hand.
I don't want him giving me a hand.
Brothers.
So I'll end up smacking him with so much.
Next door, the beach bum's workload is not so heavy, but this could all be about to change.
Next bit, quite critical, because we've got to try and find exactly where the centre of gravity of this is, with somebody sat in the seat, so that we know where to place it on the floats and get it at the right balance point, OK?
For their revolutionary airboat to float, the beach bums need to ensure that their vessel is evenly balanced before mounting the 2 surfboard hulls. Expert Jeremy intends to use the engine hoist as if it were a set of scales. By lifting up their machine, it will tilt depending on the amount of weight either end. When it's perfectly straight, their machine is balanced. Unbalanced, it will be impossible for their airboat to float, making it a catamaran catastrophe.
So I want sort of medium-sized person in the seat.
Oh, Chunky up.
And then
Chunky's out of it. You're
Chunky's
out
out of it.
Go then, get in.